big truck girl.
That'll be
Future shop. What's up, guys? It's Colin here with Up North Outdoors. Filming the video with the phone today because, well, we lost a battery charger. We got ones on the way. Whatever. This video is gonna be filmed and edited on the phone, so the quality's not perfect. I apologize. And the phone's actually dying too, which is awesome. But Fummins, we are back from California now. We got the bed camper last weekend, and I'm getting caught up on Sherp work and finally making some time for the Fummins again, which we still want to put Sherp wheels and tires on it. I still want to get it driving so we can off-road it the way it is, because you know what? It's mid to, I guess, getting towards the end of September here in Minnesota, so that means winter could show up any week now. So I want to have some fun before we get too much snow on the ground this year. The summer has flown by like crazy. But anyway, what I'm gonna do first is take off the box, because if you guys recall previous video, I had some fuel leaking out from where kind of where my fuel tank is. So my assumption is I basically threw this box back on real quick before my wedding last year, and that's really the last time I drove this truck. Is that I bet you my fuel hose, I probably just slapped it in the tank and didn't actually like hose clamp it on, so I'm 99% positive that's where the fuel's leaking out from. But I gotta address that. But no worries, it's not gonna be an issue to take the box off at all. We already got the tractor down here. Lovely Murray drove the new 6.7 down here, and really the only thing I gotta do to take this box off is take off this one bolt. And I already checked. The nut is right there, and it's finger loose, so I can take off the one bolt, the nut, and take out the one bolt by hand, because I only put, this box has only been being held on by, I am 99% positive, I think I only put that one bolt in there, just finger threaded it for my wedding. So yeah, just gotta take that off. Now I just gotta see if we got a 2x4 laying around here anywhere that's longer than the width, or the same length as close to the width, that I can stick a couple up and under the edges of the box, so I can just slide in here with the tractor forks and just lift up and back her off. So Marie and I decided we couldn't find 2x4 anywhere, and this bed box is kind of garbage. We're gonna keep using it for off-roading and stuff until we build something or build something different. So we're just gonna flip it off. I've been hurting, and this is the old exhaust from the first gen. Don't hurt yourself. I feel like we're only gonna be able to get it like that high, and then we're just not gonna know what to do.
I'm gonna be too short to like.
Yeah.
You might have to. You could use the tractor. Just put a little prong here and a prong here, and.
What'd you say?
I said if you prong me, I'm divorcing you.
Divorcing me? Thank God. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm gonna be punished tonight. Ah.
We just had a little bendy action right there. There. Why is that still connected?
Over here.
Oh, you fix it?
Yeah.
Closer. Woohoo! It's not horrible.
That's really bad. No, I'm serious.
Right here?
Me.
Oh, this?
Here. This
Oh.
whole.
Can we suction cup it?
No. Oh, that sucks.
I'm sorry, babe. Oh, hold on. Oh.
Hey, bird's nest.
In the truck?
Yeah.
And then your baby.
They all lived.
Woohoo!
We should have just done it the right way and gotten aboard. But I'm impatient because I've been wanting to get this thing running and fixed forever. And I get off work, and by the time we get out here, it's sun setting. So it kind of sucks. Yeah, this is definitely why it was leaking fuel when I was at an angle, because This wasn't even hose clamped on. This is just like
chilling
like this.
Nice.
So that's why we're leaking fuel everywhere out of here. Yeah, it's wet in here too. It totally makes sense. But tomorrow we'll try to work on it while I'm working and get it fired up. Yeah, this is definitely where that fuel was leaking out because this wasn't clamped on at all. So when I had the truck jacked up and the fuel tank was pretty full, obviously the fuel was just coming out of there, dripping on the ground. So that makes me feel a little better. So I know I don't have like a leak in any of my lines or anything like that. And I'm just gonna keep this box off until I get this truck running, and then I'm gonna power wash and clean up the chassis good, because last time I had this box on, I was doing a lot of mud in and stupid stuff like that. So we did sandblast and paint this whole chassis, so it should actually still clean up pretty good. The only rust and stuff you see here is actually the rust that's coming off from my box, which the actual bed part of the box is in pretty good shape. It's just the fenders and, well, everything else that's pretty rusted out. But as we're just using this as an off-road rig, this bed will work fine. If we decide we want to make this truck nice farther in the future, we did get a different box. So that's why I just kind of flipped it off. I wasn't really too worried about it getting damaged, because if I'm ever going to be making this truck nice again, this box is not going to be used. And if you guys are new to the channel, or you guys are old subscribers and haven't been up to date on my videos, this is my 96 F250, 10 inches of lift that my grandpa and I did a 12 valve Fummins swap on, wow, almost a couple of years ago now. And we haven't really been driving this truck or even touched this truck in the last year. It's been sitting in my yard, and this is the truck I've had since I was 15. So I've decided it's time to bring it back to life again and have some fun with it. This is kind of the truck that started this whole channel. And the reason it was sitting for so long was I was saving up money because I was going to make this truck nice. I was going to make this like a freaking show truck, mall crawler. But I love off-roading. That's what we've always done with this truck and everything on this channel. So I decided, instead of dumping 20, 30 grand into this truck just to be an expensive lawn ornament, because I'll get in trouble every single time I drive it, I already do in town, let's turn it into an off-road rig. That's what I always built this truck as an off-road rig. I mean, you can see the bumpers and shackles and everything that we've done with this truck. We've built it with off-road in mind. So I bought some 40-inch true beadlock wheels and tires. Those are Maxxis Trepadors, I believe, that are a little bit used but not bad. Threw those on there because it was just sitting on stocks, and now we're working on getting it running. It ran fine when it was parked, but it was sitting for, you know, a year. So things can happen, and I think I got some air in the system or something. But we're gonna mess around with it some more today, pick away at it while I'm working here at Sherp USA. So I'll kind of take you guys along somewhat normal day of work. Every day of work here is a little different, but take you guys along with me on this day of work while we pick away at getting the Fummins running. And then this truck, if you guys haven't seen the new videos on it, is the reason we were gone. We flew it to Vegas and then drove to basically to LA, picked up this truck and drove it all the way home to northern Minnesota. This is the new work rig. This is the new tow rig. It's gonna be towing that truck in the future, hopefully, and we'll probably do some off-roading with it too. It's got a $10,000 Carly Dominator suspension kit with King air reservoir shocks. You can literally like jump these trucks with this suspension system. It's insane. So probably have a little bit of fun with that in the future too. Oh, look who's coming down.
What? Stop. Ah, buddy, no.
Got a few new units delivered here, and now we're gonna do a few pictures for Sherp social media with this Sherp Pro that we painted up silver. Matched the Humvee. Thought it'd be a cool little photo shoot. Who you are, it's who you are. Yeah, it is.
Important. Set your mind on things above, not on things of the earth, for your life is...
Hope you guys have been enjoying today's video. I know it's not pure Sherp work, but we've been doing some exciting things at the Sherp farm today, I think. We got 3 brand new units unloaded off of a truck, doing a little bit of a photo video shoot with the Humvee and the Sherp, messing around with Up North Outdoors dad. I think it's been fun, so I hope you guys are enjoying it, but we will be getting to working on the Fummins here. Right now I'm just going to Whistling Diesel's favorite bar to pick up some lunch. Alright, for the heck of it, let's throw some new fuel in here. Alright, she's full. We got one more thing to try to start this too, which is another issue. We've been messing with fuel. I'm thinking fuel's the problem, but I looked at my air filter, and air could quite definitely be the problem as well. This filter is, from sitting so long, just collected so much gunk and dust, and it's really dirty. It might be, and this is a cheap, crappy, like, basically. It's not a K&N, so I might hold this air filter off here. Yeah, this thing's pretty nasty. I mean, the inside's clean, super clean, but outside's nasty. Alright, I cracked open my 3rd injector. You don't want to do them all at the same time, and then I was trying to do one by one. My mechanic told me he didn't think it's either the 2nd or 3rd, it's probably the 3rd. Normally this does the 3rd one, and then this does that one for one, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, my brother in his Jeep, hopefully, I think that's the on position. Feel open position, I'm not sure though, but I think that is, so I'm gonna leave it there, and obviously no fuel starts shooting out of the injector. It's not, I mean, there's gonna be a little bit at first because the fuel's already in the system, but I always forget how hard it is to get into this truck. Oh. Okay. She's not in gear. Hopefully she'll run away again. A couple pumps of the old throttle. And let's give her. Wow, I thought these batteries had a lot more beans than that. Showing a lot more power than that at first. All right, just cranked over a ton. It was actually trying to start. What? Yeah, you don't even know what you're talking about. Oh, the yellow. Yelling at me, telling me I'm not getting fuel. Listening to it. I wasn't filming because I didn't have high hopes, but yeah, I was squirting fuel everywhere. I was trying to start. I got a ton of footage of doing this on a different video, so I didn't feel like filming it again, but yeah. Okay. That injector is getting fuel, that's for sure. Should be pretty bled from air. I cranked it quite a bit, as you can tell. Let's get her tightened up. Alright. Now let's try her again. I was really wanting to go, actually. Set her to 200. I bet she'll go now. I think it was spurting fuel nonstop. There we go. Didn't you have to give it throttle? Here we go. This always sounds like it's wanting to die. Let it idle for a while, but it's probably gonna die. This is the issue I've been having. I'll get it to run like this for a little while, it'll run good, and then it'll eventually die out, and then won't want to start again. You hear it sputtering a few times. But I'm gonna let this run for a while, maybe it'll keep going. Still going strong, but this keeps ripping, and then it goes back up, and then it goes back up. This truck again hasn't really like ran or been driven for over a year, well over a year. So I just hope it'll keep running on its own here. I want to let it run for 20 minutes, half hour even. I'm sure the injectors are pretty gunked up. I put some injector cleaner in that fuel tank before. Give it throttle and it gets stuck. And that's what happens. I don't get it. See, so this just has a mechanical lift pump right here. And you can prime it by pushing this down. But it's just like, doesn't get tight at all. Hardly. I mean, it comes back up, but it doesn't really feel like it gets tight. And for working on vehicles, the internet sure can be a useful tool sometimes, but also, man, can it be frustrating. You look up the symptoms on your vehicle and you start going through forums, and next thing you know, you've got 50 different things that they're telling you that's wrong with your truck, and still have, honestly, I feel like I've gone backwards now because I have all these 100 different ideas to try and what it could be floating around in my head that I don't even know where to start. check the screen.
That's nasty. Come on, get out.
What's this thing? Fuel level sensor. Ah, that's supposed to be that rusty?
Oh, she's pretty gummed up.
Yeah, there's like sludge dripping off that. Hey, the sludge is dripping back into the tank. Guess that's what gumming up means. Show that again on that. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's like, I could like form that into a ball.
It's dripping right off the bottom here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and that sucks right off the bottom of the tank, right? Too. So even if I am putting new fuel in here, if there's any of that old gum, which I'm sure that gum didn't get pumped out, I'm sure that's sitting in the bottom of my tank right now. It's just sitting there trying to suck that stuff up, and then maybe I bet you maybe a little bit of that's, you know, the normal fuel's getting in with it maybe. And that's probably why it's running like garbage.
It smells like varnish.
Yeah, it smells like stain. It doesn't smell like
stain your tack.
It doesn't smell like diesel.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's why it's not running.
Nice. Yep, North Outdoors Dad. All right, up North Outdoors, headed home. Dad headed home. It's getting towards the end of the day now. We got a little bit of time, so we ended up working on messing with the truck with me for a bit there too, and he had the idea. Had the idea a bit too, I guess. We had the idea of pulling off where the fuel comes out of the fuel tank. Can't think of the name, and looking at the screen, and we did that, and as you guys saw, there was a bunch of red sludge all stuck up in the screen, all over the pump. I thought it was rusted first, but it all came off the screwdriver, and it was just sludgy, super sludgy. And that, where that sucks fuel from, that sits on the bottom of the tank. So I mean, if there's sludge all over the bottom of the tank, it's just sucking up that sludge, and that thing was so gunked up, I couldn't even imagine that very much fuel's actually, like liquid fuel, is able to get through that sludge. So I have a very good feeling that that is our problem. And if that's not our problem, either way, it is a problem. So the thing is with this truck is that it ran perfectly fine until it was parked too. And then it sat for about 1.5 years. And then this wasn't on very good. So I mean, a little bit of water, gunk, air, was it definitely a kind of, the fuel was kind of exposed to the elements a little bit. So I mean, that fuel definitely could have broken down and got nasty like that. So I just really don't see that mechanical pump going bad just from sitting, especially because that's a new one that we put on when we did the swap. So I don't know. This is really pouring towards, I think this is probably the issue. And then we probably got some of that gunk getting sucked up and getting in our whole fuel system. So my kind of plan of attack I've got in my head here is, since we got the box off, it's not hard to do. I want to drain or siphon pump the fuel that I have in this tank out, empty this tank out with fuel, pull this tank off, open this up, and just pressure wash and wash out the tank super good, because I don't even know, this thing's full of fuel. Wasn't able to see the bottom of the tank. I mean, there might be a ton of sludge down there. There might be a freaking dead mouse down there. Who knows what's in there, how much more of that sludge and gunk and nastiness is in there. So I want to clean out this whole tank really good, and then put the tank back on, and then get like 5 gallons of fuel and find a really good like diesel detergent that will clean the injectors, my P pump, everything like that, that'll clean and break down the gunk that could be in my lines and in my whole fuel system, and put a ton of that detergent stuff in like the first fuel that I run through it after I clean out the tank, and then see if that helps any of our issues. I really think it will, and even if it doesn't, I mean, that's a problem and it needs to be addressed. So that's kind of my plan of attack. So next Fummins video you see, that's probably what we're going to be doing, because before we do Sherp tires, before we take it off road and anything, we need to get this truck running good again. So that's what we're going to do. And then I know I shouldn't be running an inline filter. I should have a good, you know, 2-filter canister system with an electric pump and everything like that. That's a winter project. Right now I just want to get this truck running somewhat well, so we can have a little bit of fun with it before snow starts flying. So yeah, this has been Colin here with Up North Outdoors. I know this video's been a little bit of everything, but it was kind of fun to film. I've been filming it with my phone because I lost my charger. I ordered new batteries, so this whole video is just going to have been filmed with my phone and edited with my phone. So if it's a little not up to par or a little weird or whatever, that's why. And that's also, I know I haven't posted for like a week, and I said we're going to be posting regularly. We're going to be getting back on a regular schedule now again. When we got back from that Cali trip, we got that camper. Work was just crazy and was having to do some catch up, and didn't really have time to dive into like the Fummins or any projects to make a video. So yeah, it's been Colin here at Up North Outdoors. Jesus loves you guys. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.